Hello everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. Trust you're good, trust you're doing well. So today we're going to be drafting this style on the stream. It's a corset that has a yoke, transparent one. So if you're interested, the yoke is illusion kind of. So it's a corset that has illusion yoke, or a corset that has a yoke. So you're going to be learning how to draft this. So if you're interested, kindly watch this video to the end. I'm going to draft this video in such a way that even a beginner among us can still learn it and still flow it all. So it's going to be like I'm going to do it in a simple way. So if you're interested, watch this video to the end. And if you're new, you're highly welcome. This is GP Fashion World, where we learn pattern drafting, free and cutting, and sewing as well. You can follow Facebook, Instagram at GB Fashion World. And if you have subscribed, thank you for subscribing. Please don't forget to share this video. Let's get started. So to get started, we're going to be drafting the basic bodies. So the first, I will measure the person's shoulder. Half of the person's shoulder measurement is 7 inches. That's the shoulder measurement of the person is 14 divided by 2 is 7 inches. So this is like a starting point. Take the shoulder, come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. This is just a basic bodice block. If you know how to draft a basic bodice block, you can just skip this part. So I'm doing this for the beginners among us. So I'm going to measure the armhole circumference of the person, 7.5, and then measure 3 inches here to mark the shoulder slope like this, and then roll the line. So I'm going to roll the line. So I'm going to input all my vertical measurements from shoulder to the bust point of the person is 9.5, to the underbust of the person 12.5, to the waistline of the person is 15 plus half inch for joining. So I'm going to do that. I'm also going to mark this side as well, and then I'm going to roll the line. So as you can see, I've done that. So this is bust point, under bust, waist line. So the person's bust circumference is 34 inches divided by 4. 1/4 of it is going to give us 8.5. So I'm going to mark 8.5 so I can get the armhole. So get the midpoint of your armhole, come in by 3/4 of an inch, and then draw the armhole circumference. So as you can see, I've drawn the line. So this is going to be a corset that is going to have a corset with illusion yoke. So, and from the style, the illusion stop at the under bust. The illusion stops at the under bust, and you know this is also a corset. So then what I'm going to do now is to from my bust point here, I'm going to mark my half inch, just the way we do when we're marking our corset. I'll just mark half inch, just pull the line like this. So now, because it's going to be a yoke, you are going to determine how you want this to be. So for you to determine this, you are going to measure the person from the shoulder to where you want the corset cup to start from the shoulder. If you want the corset cup to start from here, let's take for instance, you want to measure the person, you have to check where you want the corset cup to start from. This is going to help you so that in case the person does not want her breast to show or to be exposed, this is going to help you. But the normal method that we normally use is to measure the difference between your bust point and the under bust and then mark it up. You can use this method. So the difference between the bust point and the under bust, you mark it up. You can use this method. But another thing is that most persons complain that when they use this method, their clients burst, or the client complain that their bust is showing. So in case you want to cover some parts, this is a corset. So in case you want to cover some parts, it's always better you ask your client where she wants the cup to start from. So you can decide to come up by 4 inches, and from there you will now know where your yoke will you will curve your yoke. But I think I'm going to prefer the difference between the bust point and the under bust. I'm going to take it up 3 inches, and I'm going to roll the line like so. I'm going to roll the line. So this is what I have for the corset. So but before I continue, I'm going to finish up this place, so to avoid confusion. So I'm going to finish up this place. So before I continue, from the waist, from the bust point, I'm going to mark that the nipple to nipple measurement of the person is 3.7 inches divided by 3.5. I'm going to be taking 1.5 as the dart. So I'm going to divide 1.5 at the both side of this. I'm going to divide it like this. I will come up at the bust point and divide. So I'm going to roll the line. Just connect. You can just decide to come down by 1/2 inch here, and then you connect. You connect like this. So the person's waist circumference is 26. 26 divided by 4 is going to be 6.5. So you mark 6.5 here. 6.5. And then this 1.5 inch, you mark it here. 1.5 inch, and then you connect this. Did you see? You connect like this. So the person's under bust circumference is 28 inches divided by 4 is going to be 7 inches. So from the under bust, I'm going to mark 7 inches like this. Mark 7 inches, and then mark this dart intake here, or the under bust. Mark the dart intake and the under bust. I'm going to mark that intake at the under bust like this. So I'm going to check the remaining excess I have, and I have it as 3/4. That's 0.75. So from here you mark your 1/4 of your under bust circumference. You mark this dart here, and then the remaining you check the excess. I have it as 0.75 or 3/4. So I'm going to take 1/4 here because here is smaller side, and take 1/2 inch here, making it 1/4, sorry, 3/4, or 0.75 inch. And so with this now, I'm going to curve this like this. This is just to contour the underbust. We call this method contouring of the underbust. This is going to make it firm at the underbust. So you contour like so, and then you take it back to the dart. So for this part now, so I'm going to get the midpoint of this shoulder, get the midpoint too, and then take it straight to the bust point like so. Straight to the bust point. Did you see that? So I'm also going to contour this part. I'm going to also contour it. So I will be contouring by 1.5. So I'm going to contour by 1.5. So I'll just divide 1.5. So I'll contour by 1.5 and then take it down, straight up like this. Take it straight like this. So those points. I stopped like 1/2 inch above the bust point. Did you see that? Did you see what we have? 1/2 inch above the bust point. So this is a yoke, and because it's a yoke, if you remove this 1.5, that means the upper part and this part will never join together. So we are going to be replacing this back. If not, it's going to affect the joining. So this 1.5 that we are taking, we are going to add it from this armhole, add it back. 1.5, please add it back. This is not the type of corset whereby we contour this part and then we don't add anything. That is just when you're doing a normal corset. But if it's going to have a yoke, please always add this back. If not, you will get your pattern shorting. So add it back, starting from here, this point, you add back your 1.5 inches. So I've added it back, and from there I will mark the new armhole. Get the new armhole. This is going to be the new armhole. So the next thing, so I haven't done this, so you are going to determine how our cup is going to be like. We're going to determine how the cup is going to be like. So from the bust, from the under bust, I'm going to mark so from the style, if you look at this bust point region, you will see that this place is a bit wide. The space in between is more than 1 inch. So if you want, you can decide to extend this. This is what I mean. Instead of having 1/2 inch, you can decide to extend to 3/4. Okay, let's do 3/4 of an inch, which is here. Do 3/4. Did you see? The space in between is wide, so it's not just 1 inch. You know, if you open this up, it's going to be 1 inch now because it's unfold. So I think it's up to 1.5. So what we're going to do is that instead of marking half, you can mark 3/4, and that is what I did here. You can mark 3/4 and square it up instead of using 1/2 inch. You can mark 3/4 and square it up. So I have marked 3/4 now. So the next thing is to determine the neckline. So from this point, I will come down by 1.5. just to determine the neckline, 1.5. So it's this new line. Please don't be confused. It's this new line we are using instead of using this half, because the space in between is wide. So we are going to be making use of 1 inch will not be enough if we want to get the exact style. So that's why I'm making use of 3/4, which is going to give me 1.5. But in case you don't want your own to be as wide as the one we are drafting, please stick to this ½ inch. Yes, do this. So I'll just from this point come down by 1.5, which is going to be my armhole. I'm sorry, my neckline. So from this point I'm going to connect my neckline. I'm going to connect the neckline. Did you see? I'll connect the neckline from the bust. From the under bust, I'm going to connect like this. From my under bust, as you can see, I've connected this point. So now to get this illusion, so from here we are going to connect straight to this point. As it's coming from here, it will be going somewhere to this side. Did you see it? From the style we are working with. From the style we are working with. So let me just connect. Let me try to trace the neckline there. So it's something like this. Trying to get it. So I'm going to place my curve ruler, and then try to trace it. First, I'll use my pencil and trace. So this is it. So this is it. So the next thing I'm going to do is to get this curve. So to get this curve side, so from here I'll come inward by 1 inch at the armhole. And then so this is the second curve now. So this is the new armhole. So don't be confused. So I'm going to just go ahead and scale it up like this. So this is what we have. So from here I came inward, connected, and just scale it up because this is a yoke dress. So this is what we have as the final curve. So let's cut this out and see the results. what we have. So for this one, we're going to be marking the neckline. Let's mark 4 by 4, 4 by 4, width 4, depth 4 as the neckline. So basically this is what we have. So you are going to label this to avoid mixing it up. So this is what we have. So let me open it up. This is it. When you open it up, this is what you're going to have. Something like this. Then this is the center front. Did you see how it's going? This is how it's going to be. Did you see it? So this 2 is number 1. So I'm going to label this. This is going to be 1, 1, 1. And this is 2 and 2. Did you see? This is the yoke. This is the center front. This is the side seam for the front. Side seam for the front. So this is it. This is how you join. So this is it. Don't get confused. This is how it's going to be like. This is how it's going to be like. So I'm going to go ahead and fold these 2 parts together. So if you want to sew it now, you sew these 2 parts. Sew these 2 parts. Did you see? You're going to sew these 2 parts. You sew this first, and then you join this. The reason why I did not open here is from the dress. I'm not seeing any line here. That means here the center front here was not open. That is the reason why I did not open it. But in normal corsets we do open here, but because from the style this side is not open, that is why I did not open it. So you join this to the yoke and the center front together. You join it like this. You join these two, join this to it, and then join the corset and attach to it this side together like this. Did you see? And then join your corset together and attach. So you're going to be adding your allowance all around, all the joining allowance, you add them all around, and at this side you add your side seam allowance. So let me go over it again. You join these two like this, you join this and this together. You also join this two side and join this, then sew your corset cuff, join together and join together. So I'm going to use pin to test this pattern. So I'm going to test the pattern and see. So this is what we have. Thank you guys for watching. So the yoke part is going to be transparent, so you can try it out and let me know your results. Thank you for watching. See you in next class. Bye.